Hey YouTube, what is going on? Theo Bean here, and today I actually decided to make a short, quick little video on Baldur's Gate 3 and whether I think, maybe it's something you should consider playing or not. This is kind of the thing I was thinking about throughout this last week. I knew Baldur's Gate 3 was coming out officially as of Thursday night or Friday. On its release Friday, I ended up getting it. I wasn't really sure what to expect or, whether it was going to be kind of a good game or I like it, but I figured, you know what, why not give it a try? So having played it, right, or if you're watching this, you're probably wondering what exactly is Baldur's Gate 3. Best way that I think I could describe Baldur's Gate 3 is that it is a pure turn-based RPG, and it is essentially if Dungeons and Dragons became a game. This is pretty much as RPG as I feel like an RPG can get. Where you start off, you can either select a character kind of base that's already made for you and they have their own backstories, or you can essentially create your own character, make your own backstory as well with that. But you will select your race and your class, and that's going to really determine how your character is and kind of the play style that you want to go for, right? In regards to this, what's really nice is that this is going to drastically change your gameplay and experience. So, such as myself, I ended up picking an elf rogue. I always tend to end up playing the stealthier rogue, assassin-like classes. It's kind of what I like ever since I played WoW, and has always been the thing I've stuck to, right? But say you might want to pick something such as like a half orc or like a Githyanki. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Warrior or a barbarian, right, which is going to be much more up in your face, higher strength, and that's also going to determine how different situations play out, how you can approach different problems, which really again just goes to make this game really unique in the fact that it's going to have so much replay value that you could create an entirely different character, and how you'll go about trying to solve different issues is going to be completely different from a warrior compared to a rogue, right? Where I'm tending to use more perception and deception. I'm tending to use more deception and persuasion, right, to convince people. Meanwhile, somebody such as like a warrior or a barbarian is going to have more to their strength feat, might be able to just raw power through a situation or force their way through, especially right in the beginning. There is somebody who's captured inside of a vessel. They're asking you to free them. I had to figure out how the puzzle worked in order to open up the pod so that they can get out. Meanwhile, somebody who's like a warrior or a barbarian can just get a strength roll plus to that and just can force their way open and break it, right? So, and of course, it's going to be completely different as the game goes out, right? It's pretty clear, even though I'm only a few hours in, that as you're talking to different people, interacting with different characters in the world, right, that you will definitely run into people later on again, or that the choices you make will 100% have consequences later on. Again, it really does feel like it is Dungeons and Dragons in a video game, and it's extremely well done. Just how much there is, all the different mechanics to combat, how you approach different situations. There is really so much that you have at your disposal regarding your abilities, how you want to build out your teammates, what you want to have them prioritize, right? It's really cool, and that the freedom you have in navigating all these different situations is entirely up to you. So I'm going to be going through here on my first playthrough, just kind of experiencing what I can, seeing what I could do, seeing what there is. And if I love the game, I mean, I probably will play through it again. That said, I don't know if I will, because this game has a ton of content in it, to say the least. I've already to the point where what's really cool is that you have a main scenario quest of something you're having to do, and so far I've been presented with multiple ways that I can try to go about solving that, with different kind of sub quests that can split into. I don't know how that's going to play out in the end, and if maybe if I don't explore one route that's gone, or if that'll somehow come back later. I'm really curious to see all that, and that's what makes this game really unique. Not to mention this game, you know, being a turn-based RPG, you know, people say that turn-based RPGs are kind of dying and, you know, aren't really popular. Well, that apparently does not seem to be the case. You know, this game is actually doing extremely well on Steam. It is performing admirably, and it's just actually crazy playing this game that all the possibilities, whether just a single combat scenario, how you want to solve different problems, how you want to interact with different people. Like another instance that I had was I was talking to a young boy who was a merchant. Well, this young boy posing as a merchant was actually a little thief. Meanwhile, while I was talking to him, his whole ordeal was that his friend would go up and pickpocket people while they're distracted talking to him regarding his merchant wares. Being a rogue, I was able to see that out, right? And stop it and catch the kid before he could steal anything. Meanwhile, somebody who's going to have a lower intellect or charisma is probably going to get robbed or not even know that it happened until after the fact. So just another example of how this game is really unique in that there's so many different things that can happen in each playthrough. It's actually really surprising. The more videos I watch on the different mechanics and how everything works, it just kind of blows my mind of how many different little moving pieces there are to it. So yeah, this is a true turn-based RPG, very Dungeons and Dragons-esque. You know, you get to create the character you want or kind of go through the playstyle that you like and try to navigate each situation to your liking. You know, the decisions, the choices you make, that freedom feels good, even though, you know, there is a lot to do and explore. I'm barely into the game and there's already been like multiple caves, enemies. I fought an owlbear which hit like a damn truck, but I was able to do a lot of sneak damage to him. It is really just crazy everything that there has to offer in this game. So that's kind of my take on it so far. I'm enjoying it. That's kind of what it's about. I am enjoying the game. I feel like I'm barely scratching the surface. I'm still trying to get a hold of all the mechanics that are offered into this game, because like, again, there are just so many. But if this sounds like something you're interested in, by all means, you know, I thought I'd make this video too, because if you're following my channel or you watch my videos, you probably know I'm a big fan of RPGs. It's pretty much everything that I cover is some sort of RPG based or something along those lines, right? So with that, you know, if this sounds like it's something for you, I definitely recommend trying it out and giving it a try, especially with how much content and replayability it's going to have. Anybody's worried about that, that's honestly the last thing you should be worried about. So that is going to be it though. Let me know down below in the comments if you've already picked this up or maybe you're considering trying it out. I'm not planning to make content on this, but I might in the future. I decided to pick this up and just kind of play through this casually. I'm kind of in this lull in between post Final Fantasy 16 and just waiting for something else to come out, which is still more content coming for that. By the way, I'm actually working on that right now. I've had some stuff dealing with, but you can expect Final Fantasy 16 videos coming up soon. But let me know down below what you think, your impressions, or if you're interested. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace and deuces. See ya.